What's up, guys? So this is going to be, what, part 5, I think, of the Legend Run? Yeah, this is part 5 of the Legend Run. So if you've seen the first 4 parts, I'm pretty far up there, all the way up to Diamond 5, so very close to Legend. About 5 levels to go, so... And I'm going to continue playing Demon Hunter. It's gotten me majority of the way there. I think I had 1 win with another deck. I tried to change it up. I think it was part 3 of this video series. I changed it up to Dragon Warrior for a little bit. Went 0-2. I was like, okay, no. And then I changed up to Murlocs, and I went like 1-4 or something like that. So, so I just came back to Demon Hunter, and I went like 10-2 the next round. So, let's see if I can keep that track record up. That kind of win rate is going to get me there very quickly. But the thing about Platinum 5 or Diamond 5 is they take away the win streak. So it's got to be star by star. There's no bonuses. Playing against Druid could be tricky here. Like if they're on like Seismopod, hydration station, that type of stuff, then this could be tough. Because I don't know, I definitely can't outlast that, but I need a good, okay, this is pretty good. I need a good starting hand to be able to take care of them if they're on that type of like recursion strategy. Because stuff like Greybow, really difficult to deal with. I forget what it's called, but there's like the taunt guy that draws you another taunt guy when it dies and makes it cost 2 less. You know, that into like Blob of Tar, into, you know, Greybow and stuff like that. That can be a real problem to deal with. So I got to put a lot of pressure early. And this hand is good enough, I think. At least the Serpent is going to help a lot. Because I'm going to go turn 1 Battle Fiend, turn 2 Sprite, and then turn 3 Serpent. I guess turn 4 Serpent also? I was hoping Aziliax turn 4, but double Serpent is hard to argue with. Well, maybe our opponent is not here. I'm not happy getting a free win. I was hoping to earn this, but I guess I'll take it. So we're going to use Hero Power first so that this stays dormant. Yeah, you don't even see anything. They're not even looking at their cards. Okay. It'll happen, I guess. Well, let's try and get this thing going quickly. Yeah, normally when this happens, it's a decent strategy just to play your turn as quickly as possible, because as soon as they realize and they catch back up, you know, it's just leaving them less time to do so. So, yeah, I would have rather earned it, but might as well get a free win. There they are. Leading with Elise, of all things. That's incredible. But I've got a really good draw here, so... Yeah, double Serpent is basically going to kill them unless they gain some armor or do something here. I mean, also have like Infestation and Insect Claw, so it doesn't seem like they can catch up. Like, even if they Terror Run, gain armor, and make 2/1s, I don't think that's going to do anything. Trying to think of what else Druid even has that would help here. There are some things that gain armor, like I think Oaken Summons is a card. Gain 6 armor, and you get a 4-cost dude from your deck. So that would put a taunt minion in the way, likely, and give them 6 armor, which would be helpful, but I don't think that's enough to really save anything here.
Time goes short.
Yeah, sounds like they've just given up. Yup. Well, that's the way it goes. Okay, up to Diamond 4 now. One star at a time. Here we go. Now this is where a lot of people get stuck. Because once you take away win streak, and you got to go 1 star at a time, then your win record, or like your win rate, is super important. So if you're below 50%, you're just not going to make any progress. And even if you're above 50%, it can be a grind. Like even 55 or 60%, it's going to take a while. So you really have to play tight, and you can't go on a losing streak is the problem. Because I've actually had that happen a bunch of times. I've gotten all the way to Diamond 1, like 1 or 2 stars away, and then gone all the way back to Diamond 5 because I went on a losing streak. So you have to be conscious of your win rate, and make the adjustments along the way. Because I think it was part 3 of this video series. I started losing, and I was like, all right, point of diminishing returns, got to step away, reevaluate, adjust, and then I came back and, started killing it again. So sometimes that's what's necessary. Infestation is fine against Dragon Warrior, but I don't know that they are. I think red card, considering I have the Serpent, is okay. I'm going to give this a try. I don't know if this is objectionably like a good move. This is okay. The hand's a little better with this stuff. Ooh, very nice. They are in fact Dragon Warrior. Okay, so yeah, I've seen 1 Control Warrior and I think 4 or 5 Dragon Warriors on this journey, so interesting to see that metagame shift. Not a lot of Control Warrior left over nowadays. I think I'm going to red card that, honestly. Demons? Because that gives me turn 3 Serpent next turn. I think that's fine. It's a little bit of tempo. And if they have like Sanguine Depths, then they essentially have a dead card now. I assume if they had it, they would have played it turn 1, but they could have, drawn it the same turn as Stone Carver or something. Sure. To be expected. It's interesting to see the shift in Dragon Warrior card choices, because there was a hot minute where I think most of the Dragon Warrior decks were only playing Precursory Strike and not playing Shadow Flame Suffusion. So now I think majority of the lists have both of those spells, which I think is good. I was a little confused why people would not be playing both of them. Or in my opinion, Suffusion seems a little bit better than Precursory Strike because of the Dark Gift. It's 2 damage, and Precursory Strike is 3 damage, so obviously there's that difference, which can be relevant. But I think in this metagame, the difference between 2 and 3 is kind of negligible. There's a lot of things that are 2 health that need to be killed between Battle Fiends, Leeches, the majority of Aggro Paladin minions. Let's see what this brings me. Okay. That's a good setup for next turn. So this makes sure I have a weapon for Dangerous Cliffside, which is awesome. I think these guys represent a big threat, so I'm fine with getting rid of that instead of bashing for 7 in the face. Because this also... Yeah, that'll also hit him. That's fine. Ooh, that's pretty good. Okay. How do I want to play this turn is the question. Because I can use these 4 minions to kill this guy. I think that's pretty important, but these are going to be annoying. Actually, why don't we do this? Let's go here. And here. They gain some life, sure. But then I can do this. So now they're not going to gain more than 30, obviously. We can poke that. And this takes care of this guy. The Stone Carver can really be a problem. Stone Carver and Petal Peddler are huge threats. I don't know that Sock Puppet is super worth it here. I'm going to hold it for a threat, just in case. And if you're wondering why I use my hero power randomly when I didn't need it, there are some quests every now and then, or like the whatever, I forget what type of quests they are, but where you use your hero power 1,000 times and you get extra bonus or something. So I'm always trying to play the stats. That's interesting. Okay, that could be helpful.
I grow impatient.
So they've got, what do we got here? Dark Gift Minion, and so they have 2 Dark Gift Minions in their hand still. Hopefully they're not very good, and that's why they're holding them. But not a lot of things are better than Wind Peak Worm. So I would expect them to play some tough things pretty soon. I kind of want a Dangerous Cliffside here. Just have to be cognizant of space on the board. So, because like I can do this, and that'll give me 2 attack. So yeah, let's do this. This. I'll take 6 to the face. That's okay. We'll do this one. That's gonna hit them. And then pop another 3 in there. Cool. Yeah, it's important against Dragon Warrior to keep a good board position, because they have very efficient minions, but interesting. That's pretty good. But if they can, if they always are on their heels and they have to be worried about how you're going to attack them back after they play threats, then it makes it much more difficult for them. Let's see. I think this is decent, because I can go here and here, and that kills that. And this is exactly what I mean. Like, even with the Divine Shield, Wind Fury, and the Pump, they still are just ending up with an empty board. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, I'm not going to activate Dangerous Cliffside just yet. I'm tempted. It's either Grim Harvest or this Imp. The Imp seems interesting, but I'm going to do this because there's a chance I'll get the lifesteal guy in a couple turns, which could be relevant. Awesome. That's perfect. And it also gives me a chance to draw a card, which is a minion, which will interact favorably with that. So, gotta play to the odds.
Do you have anything to play?
Interesting. So yeah, I get the feeling, unless they get like a Dracorex or, you know, something very powerful, I think that I'm heavily favored for this win here. So this will deal 3 damage if I take damage this turn.
Demons? Demons. Vengeance is mine!
So we'll do this. And then let's get rid of this guy. He comes back as a 2/5 again.
Anything to
And then... yeah, that's fine. And I could drop Ziliax. Actually, Ziliax seems pretty good here. I am at 13. My life is pretty low. So I gotta do this. Yeah, we just gotta go for it. If they end up killing us because I just dropped a 10, then, I mean, so be it. I think it's worth the risk here.
behave, you rotten drink? You were destined to
Ooh. Alright. Well, I can kill this guy with these 4. That's not great, though. I'll have a little bit of health coming, hopefully, with this guy. I pray that they don't kill it before I can gain any life. Yeah, that seems like the right call. My life is too low to be able to let this live, that's for sure. I'll do this and this. Pop that guy. So I'll have 5, 8. That'll be 9.
Time grows short.
That would make 13, so I think I do have to play this, because that would be 14, 15 with the hero power. They're at 16, though, is the problem, so I need some kind of damage spell, or a weapon. Dang, okay, fine.
step forth into the time waves.
Jeez, okay, this is not good. Well, at least I'll have this guy up, but we'll see if it even matters. Yeah, I guess we'll just have to do this. I think just in case, I'm gonna do this. I would have liked to hit their face, but what are you gonna do? And yeah, might as well do this. It's arguable I should have done this much sooner. Like, yeah, I think doing that, the turn of Ziliax would have been better, but Ziliax seemed worth the risk too. Jeez! Yeah, that's exactly what I was hoping they wouldn't do. Dang! Alright. Alright, so they manage their resources very well. I got the impression, by how they played their stone carvers, that maybe they weren't going to manage their resources that good, or that well, but they did. That was well played. And I think it's arguable that one of the mistakes I made was attacking the stone carvers with my serpent, because that essentially saved them 14 damage to the face. which was pretty close to what their life total was near the end, actually. So, but I've seen the power of Stonecarver, and it seemed worth getting that off the board. Okay, so Priest, red card is normally pretty good. It holds off Sentry, which kind of slows down their game plan, or it can be used for, you know, annoying Void Walkers or things like that. And that's assuming they're Protoss Priest. They could be something else. But I think this is a solid hand. A little early for Kane, but Kane's the homie. He does work. Ooh.
My wool itches for war.
Huh.
Time grows short.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go Sprite also. It doesn't... It's obviously not going to be able to attack next turn, but I think it's an efficient use of the mana, because then I can go Glaive plus Hero Power next turn, which makes this attack for 4, so 7 total with the weapon. And then obviously the Hero Power activates this, so turn 3 I can swing for as much as 10, maybe more. Well, looky. Yeah, I'm going to stick with the plan here, but Sprite is a good draw. And they played Birdwatching, so pretty likely that they're on Protoss Priest. Yeah, there it is. Of course Birdwatching hit the Void Walker. Sheesh. So I could red card that, but I think it's fine just to kill it here. Costs 2 less for each weapon you've equipped this game. That is pretty solid. So 5 mana, 4/7, taunt and lifesteal is good. If I get another weapon, then it's 3 mana, which is bonkers. Yeah, best possible draw. And we've got the red card for the Sentry, so no life gain, and we're not going to let their Protoss minions cost less. Great draws. So unless they gain life or armor, it's looking like I could close this game out in 2 turns, but we'll see what happens. So I have 7 here, 8 with hero power. That makes 12. Yeah, they're just dead.
Hide behind yourself.
Oh, no, they're not. Are they?
Found you.
How does this math work out here? And then 6 and 4, yes. Sweet. Easy money. Yeah, if they have Catch of the Day turn 1, this matchup gets a lot harder. Like if they hit their curve, Catch of the Day into Sentry into Void Ray, it's much more difficult to beat them. But if they're just turn 2 Birdwatching, turn 3 Void Ray, you know, it's nothing really crazy.
Illidan versus Garrosh.
Victory or death. This ends now.
Sheesh. I do not want any of those. Alright, so based on experience, it's very likely they're Dragon Warrior. Let's see.
These are due back tomorrow.
They are Dragon Warrior. Okay. could coin out the spirit of the team. That would give me a little leg up on whatever aggression they start with.
I grow impatient.
Thing is, if I turn 1 spirit of the team, it's a little bit more likely it will die before I get to turn 4, because I would love to have this interaction to get an extra attack. Let's run it. I think it's worth the risk of it dying, because it's going to be vulnerable for 1 extra turn as opposed to playing it on turn 2. But Spirit of the Team is such a powerful card. I think it makes them think twice about what they're going to play. Good. They can't just run something out into that. Ooh, la la. Okay, then. I think Infestation is the play here. I want a Spirit of the Team, but I think that's just greedy. It obviously speeds up my ability to kill them, but if they have a way to kill this... Whoa, they are not Dragon Warrior. I mean, I guess they could be, but with Acolyte or something, but this looks more like a damage-based warrior deck, which is kind of a thing of the past in my experience, but fascinating. So let's do this, and I don't want to give them extra cards is the only thing, so yeah, I was thinking Stinger could come in handy. Let's actually just do... Okay, hold up. So next turn if I do this, it'll take up 5 spots, and that'll fill the board, so yeah, it's probably not best to do the Stinger. I was thinking Stinger to the face, then I got a 2-1 to attack with. But that will limit this by 1. Okay, then. So they get 3 armor every time it takes damage. That's pretty annoying. Well, in that case, I don't think Dangerous Cliffside is the play. Yeah, I'm going to hold the Stinger. And I guess, how could I have played that? Yeah, if I had 1 more mana, I could have gone Cliffside, poke the guy for 1. Oh, wow. Okay. I could have poked it for 1 and then hit it for 5 with my hero. But no dice. Well, this kind of sucks, because if I kill this guy, then I lose this. And yeah, even more glad I didn't play Dangerous Cliffside. I think Ziliax might just be the play. Give him something to go after. I could also just kill this guy. That's not the worst, I suppose. Yeah, let's do... How do I want to play this? 1, 2, there. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I was trying to maximize damage there. Again, just 1 more mana would have made a difference. Because if I Stinger their face and then use the 2-1 to attack it, I would still have to use my hero power to get that to 3 for the 5 damage it needed to die. Okay, then. I have thought about playing Demolition Renovator in this list. It's a little reactionary. I tend to think that this deck should be all gas. But there are times that, like, Elise is so present in this standard metagame that there are times where it just would make a difference in some matchups. Yeah, Dangerous Cliffside seems like the play here. Let's just deal a bunch of damage.
Insignificant.
I've taken 6 from my Ziliac so far, so if they kill it, that would be pretty unfortunate, but... because that's quite an investment of life. I mean, at this point, they have to kill it. Okay, there we go. No more blood fighters. Ah, all right, that's pretty good for them. At least it didn't hit my face. If that hit my face, then this game would have been pretty close to over. Okay, maybe it's just over. Shoot. Yeah, double blood fighter's pretty good. Yeah, like Hot Coals will deal 6 to everything, but I still take 12. And in order to activate that, I would need to acupuncture, which, yeah, whatever way I do that, I'm probably going to die on the backswing anyway. I think this is the best bet I have to draw something, but I don't... Yeah, there's... Dang. Well, I guess I have a turn to figure something out. So that's 6. Why don't I do this, I guess? Because at the very least, this will... At the very least, that gives me the potential of Hot Coals to take out their board, but they've got 15. Yeah, there it is. What are you gonna do? Alright, so it's a very back and forth kind of day. And this is the way it goes at this level. Sometimes you gotta go forward, back, before you can catch some momentum. So let's see. 14... makes 8. So in this whole legend run in total, I'm 26 and 16. That's 42 games.
Just in time to witness my genius.
This
I was hoping to get to legend in about 50 games, so I'm close, but I think it's going to take closer to 60 or 70, sadly. Okay, Mr. Warlock. I don't know that I can justify Serpent here. So let's see what we get. Not great. Hot Coals could be good, but... Oof, okay. Yeah, in the first couple of parts of this video series, I was playing a Singleton King Mukla, but I took that out for the second Insect Claw. I think Insect Claw is way better. Mukla's great, like on, you know, if you can play it turn 2, turn 3. But there were too many matchups where it was helping my opponent more than it was hurting them. Like against Shaman, they've got enough rush minions, and their minions are just good enough already that it just wasn't worth it. It's great against like Mage, for example. Sure. I don't think I can justify hot coals here. That seems silly. Yeah, so we'll just do some face bashing. Yeah, this is not good momentum. First attack was on turn 2 for 1.
I should beat you.
Yeah, so they've got the upper hand in tempo and card advantage. Let's hope that this will do some work. Come on, Ziliax. Jeez. Well, can't argue with that. That's fair. So I do like the fact that I've got Acupuncture, Hot Coals, and Cane. That's 7, 10 damage right there. So they're effectively at 9, but that's obviously a couple turns away. I can do all 3 of them on turn 8. I just need to be able to deal 9 more damage along the way. Okay, 12 more damage. Ooh, Arana's good. So let's do this. That's pretty helpful. Okay, so... Honestly, I'm tempted to Hot Coals, but I don't think that's the right call, unfortunately. Mostly, I just want to do it because it would kind of help me use my mana a little bit more efficiently over the turns. But I think that one damage I'm losing because I didn't take a damage this turn, I think that may be relevant. Or at least there's been enough games where it has been relevant that I think I should play accordingly. Plus, especially because they have the health drink. There's 2 more copies of that, so that will be annoying to get past. Ooh. Alrighty then. And the Rafams are here. Yeah, Rafam seems like the most common Warlock deck nowadays. So I could red card that, and then Arana Acupuncture, and that would deal 8 to their face. And then I just have to follow up with Cane Hot Coals. I don't actually... Yeah, I like that line of play, actually. It could open me up to something they're going to do after this, but it's hard to ignore 1 mana, 8 damage spells. And Cane makes me less worried about taunt minions. Hot Coals gives me a little bit of reach. So there is potential here. And if they play a big dude, I could also just use my hero power to attack it, and then Arana would give that damage back to an enemy. Okay, they can do that too. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty unfortunate.
Demons? Demons.
Perfect. So then... Yeah, maybe not. I don't know.
I grow impatient.
Yeah, I want that extra damage out of this, but I think... Yeah, that seems like the way to go here. So, getting a little nervous at this point. Like a serpent would be a great draw. Well, I'd have to pay 8 for it, but... Jeez, they have more health drinks. Okay, this is going to be a very uphill battle. That could help.
Have you filled out the paperwork?
This is one of the only times where I'm like, can I get a pyroblast, please? Okay. Gromosh could be cool. So I have 6 mana here. I don't think Leroy's the answer. I could acupuncture hot coals, hero power, something like that. It's okay. That's 7 damage to their face. They're down to 17, so that's still high enough.
Time grows short.
Yeah, I think that's just the way I'm gonna have to go. Kane seems okay, but... Yeah, let's run Kane.
I will still fight for you.
I do think that's the right call, though. It pains me to do that, because I need to make progress on their life total, but... Yeah. Because they could catch... If they catch momentum here... Okay. Yeah, so as they catch momentum here, not if, then I could be in trouble. Because if they start putting pressure on my life total, and I can't close the game out, then their minions are much more efficient than me.
Together, Rafaels, we will make everyone green.
Jeez. Okay. Draw 2 cards, deal 3 damage to your hero, shuffle 2... Ay, ay, ay. They really gave me an Ultra Gigasaur. Oh my god. What is happening? So the spell damage is cool, but... that actually makes this deal 5.
I grow impatient.
But if I kill these 2, then they've still got 12 to hit me with. I would be taking 5 with this. So I guess in theory I'm alive. I think that's sadly one of the better options I have here. I could kill that 8-3 actually. Oh, this sucks. So I think, Ysera makes it so I have 11 mana next turn, so I can play Ultra Gigasaur, but that's just hilarious. That's silly. Come on, Ultra Gigas... Ah. Ultra Gigasaur would have been the greatest pull right there. Of course. Of course. And we're basically dead then. First time I've ever cast an Ultra Gigasaur.
You possess true power. I yield for now.
Alright, 2 and 3 after 5 games, so pretty much back to where I started, sadly. Kaboom. Yeah, the path is never straight. No matter what you're doing, there will always be ups and downs, so I don't know how many people can really handle the ups and downs of, you know, 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. I think a lot of people get discouraged on the ladder, but like, it's always unfortunate when people go on tilt. Happens in poker. I think it's originally a poker term, but happens in basically every game.
The light shall bring victory.
I've seen it happen so many times in Magic the Gathering. Like, so many times. This seems like an okay hand. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep both weapons, though. I think keeping one is fine. I can go turn 1 weapon, turn 2 sprite, turn 3 serpent. And turn 4 Ziliax. Okay, that's a hell of a curve. Okay, Demolition Renovator makes me think that they are likely to be like Imbue Priest or some type of value-oriented priest. Yep, yep. Okay, so
A blunder.
that's not bad. 1/4 lifesteal, especially for 2 mana, that's pretty efficient. Yeah, I used my oops there to make it seem like I played this out of turn, so that hopefully they don't suspect a serpent coming. Sure. Which is very low-level trickery, if I'm being honest. Like, that's not... And then...
A blunder.
Yeah, that's very low-level trickery. Like, that's... probably not super relevant either, but... It's good to have your opponents underestimate you. Wow, they did nothing at all. Well, in that case... So I believe they play repackaging in this deck, if I remember correctly. So that is something to play around, but I believe that costs 7, I want to say. Oh, wow. Come on. That's pretty annoying. It still doubles its stats, but starting at 2 is way different than 5. Lots of ways I can play this turn.
Demons? Demons.
Yeah, this is a tough one here. There's a lot of choices.
I grow impatient.
Yeah, believe it or not, I'm gonna do this.
Time grows short.
And this preserves a little bit of health on my Serpent, because taking 5 puts it at a 7-2, which I think is much more susceptible to shenanigans. It could be me overthinking it, but I think that just gives a little bit of an edge. Because, yeah, if this guy dies, then it's going to be much more difficult to kill them. But they're at 19, and I have 16 power on board with Hot Coals and Cane in hand, and Spirit of the Team. So, sure. Yeah, like I said, 2 is a big difference there. Alright, so Ziliax goes up to 2 power this turn. So bad.
My wool itches for war.
Let's see what we get off of this first.
Have you filled out the paperwork?
Wow, not very helpful.
Insignificant.
So I'm trying to figure out how relevant this Spirit of the Team is. Because I'd really prefer that doesn't die. I think we're going to do this.
Time grows short.
Yeah, Ziliax is really starting to hurt me now. So if I can't find a way to close this out, then I may have to kill it myself. Or like red card it or something. Dang. Okay, well, very glad I didn't Spirit of the Team. That's a good draw. So that'll be 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah.
I remember this place well.
Seems pretty good. And that costs 3 from... I forget what the card was called. I want to say something Peon or something like that. It's like the 2/3 with the Death Rattle ability. Where is it? Yeah, Busy Peon. 2 mana 2/3 Death Rattle. Next location costs 2 less. That's interesting. I remember first time I saw it, I was like, this card doesn't seem very good. But between Elise and the other locations that they play in the deck, it ends up being relevant. And it's a decent body. There's not a lot of 3 health minions that are very relevant, so it being a 2/3, I guess, is decent. Oh, so I'm at 8 here, so this is getting a little tight. I'm tempted to red card this guy just for sake of life total, but it does seem a little bad. So I've got 9, 10 attack, Got Fire Blast in a couple
I
turns.
grow impatient.
I don't think acupuncture is the way to go here. I'm tempted, but oh, you know what I can do? Let's try this. Yeah, we're actually just gonna do this. Oh nope, that doesn't allow me to. Alright. Let's trade these. I'll do this, and come on. Ah, missed it. Okay. So could have got him down to 4, and then the acupuncture would have done it. Dang! I saw that play too late. Ugh, jeez. That was really close. So they can put themselves back to 8, put me to 5. Hopefully I can get this next turn. God, that was so close. Okay, fine. Fine.
You possess true power.
Are you not gonna attack me with it? Really? They're just gonna slow roll the attack, really? Do they not realize they can attack? Jeez. Yeah, that's brutal after missing the win by that much, like an actual hair. Are they gonna wait for the rope to go down? What is happening? Oh my god, they don't realize I'm at 8. Wow. Okay. Well, in that case...
Hide behind yourselves. I will still find you.
Well, I can't kill them, but at least I can do something.
Found you. I hunger.
Wow. Yeah, they really just didn't realize they had lethal. Wow. Well, I guess we're even then. I didn't realize I had lethal till the last minute. They didn't realize it at all. Man, that sucks. All right. Yeah, I find those types of plays really interesting. That Leroy play, darn it, just so close. Yeah, there are times where until you start taking an action, you may not see how the pieces completely fit, and that was definitely one of those situations. Yeah, learning to navigate those situations better is a really important skill. Because there's so many moving parts also, because I was like, wait, but then there's the 2/1/1s that they get from Leroy, and I got to make sure I don't die, and in those, like, 1 or 2 seconds, that's when... After hitting those minions was when I realized that I could actually kill them. Crazy, crazy. Oh, snap. Okay, so I have Pyroblast, which effectively puts them at 11. I also have Acupuncture Hot Coals.
I grow impatient. Vengeance is mine.
So that is 7 damage right there. It does put me at 3, though. Yeah, I think if I'm going to win this game, it's going to involve a little bit of luck, obviously. And yeah, so I got to deal 3 to them on my turn along with the Pyroblast. Shoot. That's not good. There it is.
You possess true power.
I wonder if they'll ever realize that they had lethal like 4 turns ago. Man. Alright, so 6 games in, 2 and 4. Not the best, but I'm now below where I started. Or am I? Yeah, I am. I usually play about 10 games at a time, something like that. So, makes it easy to track the win rates. Obviously, it's, you know, 6 and 4 is 60%, 5 is 50, etc.
This ends now.
So Grim Harvest is a little slow, and against Mage, the best chance I have is a quick draw. I do have to be careful of the drink spell, the chalice. I'm gonna hold the Grim Harvest just in case. Say I draw a Serpent or something, that would be very relevant. Alright. Hot Coals is very useless against them. Harana, not a good draw. Oh boy.
By petal and sword.
Imbue Mage. Okay, so this is a different matchup than I even suspected. Well, Hot Coals is a little more relevant then. I'm more tempted to Grim Harvest now instead of Spirit of the Team.
Time grows short.
That worked out.
Spirit, lend me your power.
I'm very tempted to Hot Coals just for sake of tempo. It's not great though, because I'm not really following up with much next turn. I mean, I'm just kind of relying on my draw next turn. Nothing else really seems to be very good. Like Spirit of the Team doesn't seem worth it. Still gotta wait 2 more turns for this guy. I could just use this to attack the 2/1. Maybe that's better. Yeah, I think that's better. Yeah, it's normally pretty bad to not make some progress in the early turns of the game. Like by turn 3, if you're not doing anything with this deck, then you fall behind very quickly. You need to have, like, you need Dangerous Cliffside, weapons, serpents, etc. Otherwise, the deck's just not doing what it's supposed to do. Yeah, maybe Hot Coals would have been better. They wouldn't have drawn 3 cards. Jeez. Okay, so... I don't love it, but I think Spirit of the Team is the play here.
For Follow the flutterwings.
Huh. Let's do this first. That's a good one. I think what I'm gonna do then is this. Hopefully I can gain some significant tempo here. This guy is very good at creating tempo. I'm also hoping that this will get them to put more minions on the board, which will then get answered with hot coals. Very fair. Jeez. Time Looper is a very good card.
Have you filled out the paperwork?
Not great. I mean, King Crush is okay, but 9 mana's far away. Avenging Wrath, I guess, is reasonable, but not being able to target specifically for the damage is annoying. They are going to get this guy back next turn, but I think it's okay. So next turn I have quite a few options between Hot Coals, Avenging Wrath, Stingers. That's unfortunate. Wow. Haven't seen Weapons Project in a long time. That sucks. That was well timed on their part with that. Well. Man, so lost a huge amount of tempo there. Like, yeah, this guy not getting any of that benefit was pretty rough. Double shield battery, jeez. Okay, how to play this here. Ziliax doesn't seem bad. Their hero power does 3 damage. Yeah, I think this is fine.
I remember this place well.
So that's 8. That's pretty decent.
Vengeance is mine.
So Hot Coals deals another 3.
Demons? Demons.
I could just Infestation.
Time grows short.
Yeah, it's not ideal, but it gives me a little bit of board presence and cuts their life in half. So now they're susceptible to King Crush. And it's representing lethal, so they do have to have some kind of answer. Sure. Awesome. Yeah, that's totally fine. Well, that's all she wrote.
You possess
Alright, back to winning. Yeah, you do really have to be careful about that point of diminishing returns. I might be getting close this round. But being conscious of it at least gives you the ability to adjust and avoid it, so we will see.
Illidan versus Reno.
Another mage.
Trail of adventure. This ends now.
Yeah, this is a great hand here. Something good. Okay. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, every now and then you see that imbue mage deck we just played against, and I'm not a super big fan of it, but I have lost to it, so it has some power level, but I'm not sure I like it better than the other versions of mage, like the Protoss mage with Colossus, stuff like that. So I could go turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, which makes me think that coin attack this turn is reasonable. It's not great.
Time grows short.
Because I don't think I'm going to go turn 3 Ziliax. If they have removal on their turn, then it's not great, but I think it's worth the risk. Gets an extra 2 damage in, and I already have a pretty good, got a pretty good curve here to work off of, so cool. Yeah, that's great. Ooh, that's even better.
Vengeance is mine.
So I believe that means they're Elemental Mage. I don't know if anything else plays Living Flame. And Elemental Mage has removal, so might be losing the Battle Fiend sometime soon. Ay, that guy's annoying. Ooh. Yeah, I think I gotta run with this. Elemental Mage is a pretty tough matchup because they can be aggressive and they have very good card advantage. Like, I mean, just that guy alone. Draw a spell twice, 3 mana, 4 power, and you get, and they replace themselves. So it's like a 3 for 1. That's crazy. But I'm just yeah, I'm... Jeez, this is a really good draw for me. We can do this, and we're going to lose something to the poisonous one, but I think it's okay. Yeah, I don't think I can justify acupuncture here. Yeah, red card there would have just been complete nuts. Would have had the perfect draw, but that's okay.
I lost my place.
That's a good card.
I should meet you.
That's pretty good too. Not sure if I should run Ziliax into this. Acupuncture Hot Coals doesn't seem great. That's, I mean, that is 7 damage there at 13. Let's let him deal with this. Hopefully that incentivizes them to play more minions in hopes of using this guy to try to kill Ziliax, which then runs them into Hot Coals. But these guys are going to hit my face for a few things, so... Sure. Yeah, like I said, Elemental Mage, very good deck. At least against me. Oy, oy, oy. Yeah, that's very well played. Can I make it here? I've got 2, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. Or I've got 4, 5, 6.
Demons? Demons.
I don't know that I can make this. Shoot. Oh, wow. They may have me here. This will be 4 damage. That'll put me at 3. Oh, no.
I grow impatient.
And I have to take damage for this to deal 3 damage, but I think that's okay just dealing 2. Oh, no, because then it won't kill. Shoot. I think they got me.
I grow impatient.
Excellent. But yeah, I gotta do that. Dang. Dang. Yeah, I had to kill that guy, otherwise he would have for sure killed me. That sucks. Yeah, they just play a couple of elementals and I'm done. That, well, either way.
You possess true power.
Wow. From the best opening to obliterated. That was crazy. Yeah, Elemental Mage has some serious explosivity potential. I don't know that doing anything but the Ziliax was correct there. Because, yeah, freezing my hero on that turn was very helpful for them. And I guess the follow-up that I had wasn't very good, because it was Battle Fiend into Spirit, which is great, but I had really nothing coming after that.
Illidan versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
This ends now.
Maybe the Hot Coals that I did on turn 3 wasn't very good. I mean, that helped preserve the momentum that I had, but... My gut is saying keep Dream Planner, but that seems bad. Alright, fairly mediocre draw.
Reality woven.
Ooh. So that enables me to kill this guy next turn so that I can Serpent on turn 4. Hero Power would have also, but then I lose the potential for Serpent on turn 4, so they'll gain some armor here, obviously. But I think it's okay. Oh, that's pretty good, too.
Vengeance is mine.
Could I have done that differently? Yeah, I guess I could have hit the minion with my hero, shot it for 2, and then retained the 2/1. Yeah, that was, yeah. I acted too quickly. Ay, ay, ay. Rising waves. Alright, now we're in a much better position. Next turn we've got Cliffside, Hero Power, which awakens this, and then we'll hit him for probably 11, 12 with the Hero Power. Okay. Okay, fine. You got me. Only hitting for 5. Dang. Alright. Well, I still got a board. That's not bad.
All eyes on me.
And this is what we're gonna do actually here. So I've got lethal, if these guys can survive.
You win.
Yeah, there we go. Alright, 4 and 5 after 9 games. Once again, back to where I started. So yeah, feeling pretty good about the Legend run so far. I mean, day 1, got to Platinum 5, so that's fantastic. Just gotta grind out the rest of this. It's what, 3 stars per level. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, plus whatever I've got left on 5. So that's 12 stars, plus the 1 more I have here is 13. That's reasonable to attain. And if I stay stuck around 5 for a while, sometimes what I like to do, because there is a rating floor, can't go below 5, I may just experiment with other decks to see if anything either does well or I like. Like, I've been wanting to experiment with a Dragon Warrior deck that plays Elise. I've seen it around. I haven't played against it too much. I've only played against it a handful of times, maybe 2 or 3. So I don't exactly know how good it is, but it really is intriguing to me. So if I hit a wall with Demon Hunter, which tends to happen sometimes, the metagame is always kind of, there's an ebb and flow to it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to play the Sock Puppet on turn 2, because then I can turn 3 Insect Claw, which will give this more damage to attack with on turn 3, but then also enables turn 4 Dangerous Cliffside double activation. So these 3 together are pretty awesome.
My wool itches for war.
Wow. Okay then. That's actually nuts. Okay, that's a big change of plans. So Infestation would kill it next turn, but that completely changes the plan. Throws everything off. I can't just knowingly throw the Sock Puppet out there, I don't think.
Time grows short.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. I mean, they're down to 2 cards, thankfully, so as long as they don't have like a dubious purchase or something, then I should be able to... Okay, that's a good sign. Yeah, red card would be amazing here, but what are you gonna do? Now I think we do this. Yeah.
My wool itches for war.
And I guess I throw my 3/3 at it. So the question just becomes, do I throw a Stinger or do I throw this at it? I guess, because this very easily dies to like O Manager or a variety of other spells. Having 1 minion leaves me much more susceptible to dubious purchase. I think this is better. I don't like it, but it feels like I'm not using my resources as well as I can, but I think it's necessary.
I remember this place well.
That's pretty good. That will help counteract the low number of cards in their hand. Yeah, a rogue tends to be pretty powerful, but if they can't refill their hand, then that power is pretty capped.
Coarse fabric.
And just for sake of tempo, I'm gonna do this. There's the O Manager, and without a combo. That's good. That's very good for me. And they're not playing whatever this is, which I assume is a Terror Run? Maybe that means that they chose a mode that makes a copy of a minion, so if they have no minions, obviously it's not very helpful. So let's run it. Not sure what else they can do here.
Are you a fan of knives?
Oh, well, that's pretty good. So it's Battle Cry, Combo, and Death Rattle. Shoot. But yeah, they're just dead. So 5-5 after 10 games, not bad. Is this where I started? Maybe this is where I started. I forget how many exact stars I had. Let's keep going a little bit. Yeah, it's always tough when you go an hour and a half and you end up in the same spot you started in. But again, the path is not straight. That's the way it goes. That's part of why I'm doing this video series live, because I don't think people really know what it takes to get to Legend. I think a lot of people write it off as being, you know, too difficult or unattainable, so...
This ends now.
Another rogue, huh? Yeah, let's do this. I'm tempted to keep Infestation. Alright. This is okay. Not gonna lead with this guy because he can't attack next turn anyway, so I'll just play it in hero power next turn. Oh, okay. Ooh, this guy again. Okay, so I used this guy, I forget when, very recently. I don't remember if I won that game, but he was pretty helpful. I dealt at least 7 damage with him. It is kind of a... it's rolling the dice, because you could burn some good cards.
Blood and plunder.
Wow, they're playing Dread Corsair? What is happening? Four of the cards in my hand cost 4. This is crazy. Not where you want to be.
A limited time offer.
Couple ways to play this. I'm tempted to play this guy because they're going to throw quite a few resources at it, but only problem is Dubious Purchase would be painful because then I'm burning 3 cards in my deck. They're going to draw a couple cards and it's dead. Maybe Kane is okay?
Time grows short.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw the risk out here. Ooh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good either. Oh, that's really bad. Okay, shoot. It was a risk. That's what happens. But hey, if they don't have a Dubious Purchase, then this could be really helpful. Hot Coals could clear the way. Red card clears the way. Like red card Kane is just an easy 10 damage. They gotta hit it at least twice, if not 3 times. It's not dinner time, dude. My dog thinks it's dinner time. It is not. Ooh. Red card Serpent seems okay. Let's see where this gets me. And yeah, one of the other good things about, what is this guy? Waste Remover, is that it forces them to use some stuff to try and get rid of it, which then makes it harder to kill my other minions, I'm assuming. So drawing out some resources is always helpful. It cost me a serpent, a dream planner, and an acupuncture though, so that's a tough balance. Ooh. So that'll make 4 guys, 6 on board. Let's do this. I'm not even gonna worry about their 6-5. If they play more taunt minions, I've got Kayn. Oof, that's annoying. Not sure it's great to get rid of that weapon, but... This doesn't lose durability. Your hero takes half damage rounded up. Oh boy. Okay, definitely the right choice to trade those weapons. Take 4, that's cool. Kayn hero power seems like the way to go here.
Hide behind your servants. I will still find
Okay, so that saved him a turn. We'll see if it still matters though. So with that weapon, Hot Coals will only deal 2 damage total, one damage followed by another 1. Yeah, they gotta hit the Kayn here, probably with their Corsair and their weapon, but that means they're taking 2 from Kayn on the attack. What is their hero power? Oh, wow. Yep. Then aren't they just dead? Yep, okay. Alright, back to 4. Okay. Only got a couple more games left in me. Don't want to make these videos too long, trying to split it up into parts, so if you got this far into the video, big thank you. Alright, very likely another Dragon Warrior.
this ends now.
Red card Hot Coals could be relevant, but only problem is if I don't draw a 1-drop out of these 2 slots, I'm in pretty big trouble. Red card does enable Serpent, which is a little added bonus, Maybe Hot Coals is preemptive. Yeah, let's do this. Because tempo is very helpful against Dragon Warrior, which again, I'm assuming they are. They could be control or something else. Like there was that silly Damage Warrior deck that that I played against earlier, like 7 games ago or something. But yeah, there's the dragon.
Vengeance is mine. Behave, you rotten drake.
Sure. Ooh. I like Sock Puppet here. I was gonna Grim Harvest, but I think Sock Puppet's much better.
My wound itches for war.
Vengeance is mine.
Ooh, okay, that's definitely getting a red card.
I cannot reach.
Oh no! It gets +2/+2 and elusive. That's not good. Oh boy.
Demons. Demons.
Yeah, that's very not good. So I can kill it, but I gotta take 6 to the face and lose Sock Puppet.
Demons.
Let's see what this gives me first. Okay. Yeah, that's, I mean, if the whole point is to kill them as quickly as possible, then being able to gain 6 at a time is going to hinder that a lot, so that feels necessary.
Looks like we've got a fight for the ages.
Alright. I'll take that weapon, but they're most definitely going to rewind that, right? Yeah. And there's more lifesteal, darn. Okay, so not working out super great so far. Alright, so I'm running this guy out dormant for the Serpent, obviously. But that's just kind of like insurance, because I could have obviously used the hero power to activate it or awaken it this turn. Sheesh. Yeah, we're getting trounced right now. Because I wasn't sure if red card was going to be necessary. Seems pretty relevant now, though.
Step forth into the time.
And that bronze, or Whelp of the Bronze, really put a damper on the momentum.
Proportions look good.
Seems good. Ooh, thank goodness. Great draw. Okay, we got a chance, but very small one. Like, they have direct damage spells, Shadow Flame, which they've played none of, Precursory Strike and or Shadow Flame. So that could seal the deal. Another Wind Peak Worm would win it. Doesn't seem like they have it, because I would assume they would just drop that immediately. Like, Green Wing would be helpful for them right now. Trying to think of what else really matters. Come on. Okay, so it seems like maybe they have one of the damage spells, but not enough to go all the way, because they're thinking about whether or not to put it at my face or not. There's one. That seems like what you should have led with, because then you look at the Dark Gift minion, potentially that could be more powerful than Portal Vanguard. Yeah, aren't they just dead? There it is. Alright. That is why I'm a big proponent of playing it out. Alright, 12 games in, 7-5.
Versus Omen.
Ooh, finally a mirror.
Let's begin the celebration.
Normally it's not a true mirror. Not a lot of people seem to be playing this Demon Hunter deck. This seems okay. It is a little bit of a risk, but I'm going to give it a try. Ooh, that's good. One drop off the top. One drop off the top. There's Broxigar. Yeah, they're very likely to be Spell Demon Hunter. Excellent draw. Sock Puppet's nice.
My wool itches for more.
So I was hoping a Serpent on turn 4, but Insect Claw, because of the Sock Puppet, is possibly better. It deals more damage. No, never mind. So they've got that answer. So we're just gonna... Oh, wow, that's also... Huh. Yeah, we're just gonna get some damage in. So I'm trying to think, knowing they have the stingers off Infestation, I could actually trade here.
Demons? Demons.
Because they're, rather than... what are we doing here? Because their Infestation takes one of them to kill this, as opposed to two of them to kill this. I'm going to get a 2-1 off of this, so... Yeah, I'm just going to run this. That seems okay. I would assume hero power. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna assume hero power hit the 3-1, and then trade grubs was the way to go. But all right, they're going this route. So I've got 3, 4, 5. That'll be 6. Yeah. There's been too many times where I accidentally didn't have space for the the extra dangerous cliffside minions, so I always count now. Perfect target for a red card. So much yelling. That's fair. Let's see what we get off of this
Vengeance
first.
is mine.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Could have held the stingers, but just in case we draw something interesting next turn. I think, yeah, having to play Infestation and the stingers would cost 4, which means I only have 3 left. So if I draw something relevant, it gives me a little bit more to work with. Ah, fine. Acupuncture off the top. Ooh. Ooh, they're playing Cliff Dive. Okay. In my opinion, it is a misplay to not have a weapon up or enough mana to attack with your hero, because if you get that Inquisitor, they could have hit me for 8 also. But it looks like they're just dead. That's the way it goes. So 13 games in, 8-5. I think this is where I'm going to call it. So small amount of progress, up to the top of Diamond 4. I will definitely be continuing this video series until I get to Legend. And it's only January 2nd, so this is the 2nd day of the new season. Feeling pretty good about the progress so far. There is some forward and back, but that's the way it goes. So if you're following along on this journey, big thank you. I appreciate it. Hit follow, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I hate asking, but it makes a big difference for the channel. So if you guys are already following, really appreciate it. Let me know what you think in the comments, all that fun stuff. I really appreciate. Some of you guys have actually left some really nice comments about the way that my videos have positively impacted your gameplay or your understanding of the metagame, or just even feedback about some of my plays and stuff, and just chit chat in Hearthstone. So I appreciate that. It's always nice to talk with people that have the same interests and are into the same stuff like that. So peace and love, guys. I'll catch you next time.